Hello everybody, my name is Heather. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to answer a question that maybe one of you or two, I don't know, have been thinking, and that is, where have I been? And I'll answer that right now. I've been here. I've been in my apartment and at work and doing all my normal things, but I have also been in a reading slump and not really wanting to read. I haven't even been watching any booktube videos. I haven't felt inspired to film any booktube videos because I just haven't been reading. And I think that it's like I don't even want to talk about the books that I am reading. For some reason, I just don't feel like doing that lately. And I think because I started putting a lot of pressure on myself, and it took a lot of the fun out of this channel for me, and that's been a bummer. Like I want to read and I want to talk about the books that I'm reading and I want to get excited about it, but I think that excitement was just leached out because of some sort of pressure that I was putting on myself, and that's silly. But a lot of things have been changing lately in my life. I'm no longer in school, so that's kind of been nice. And because when I was in school, I had a ton of reading that I had to do for school, it cut my reading in half over the past year. I was reading a lot. I was reading like 7-8 books a month at the beginning of last year, but then when I started school, it went down to like 4, and then as the months progressed, it was even less than that, and it just bummed me out. But I'm not in school anymore, and I'm still not quite back to my reading habits, which has been a bummer. But it's like when I think about this channel, I just feel this strong guilt in me, because the longer I go without posting on this channel, the longer I feel like it's okay to go without posting on this channel, and that's just been bumming me out. So I wanted to come on this channel today and kind of tell you guys what's been happening and what my plans are for this channel. I am going to start off by kind of mentioning some of the things that I have read since my last video. I think in my last video I mentioned that I was like almost done with 50 Shades Darker. I finished it, and I decided not to pick up the third one because the second one ended in a way that like made me feel okay with how it ended, and I had no curiosity about what was going to happen, and I just don't want to know because I've heard really horrible things and I don't want to know. So I'm not going to read the third one. At least that's my intention at this time. I don't know, I might change my mind, but right now I'm done with that series. So around that time, the Beauty and the Beast movie came out, and I watched it and I got really excited about like the whole Beauty and the Beast storyline. And I remembered that I had Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge. I saw the book in my huge like TBR pile, and I pulled it out and I read it, and it was fine. Like it was, you know, okay. I don't even have it anymore because I did another book unhaul, but decided not to share that with you guys, and I'll get to that towards the end of this video. But I read it and it was okay. I don't even know my star rating. It was maybe 3 out of 5 stars. After that, I felt like, because I read it so fast, I was like, maybe I'm out of my reading slump. So I picked up the Star-Touched Queen by Roshani Chokshi. Anyway, I can never get that right. And I really enjoyed that book. It's gone, I'm pretty sure. I donated it. Yeah, it's gone. So I didn't love it obviously enough to like keep it, but it was really good. I think I gave it like a 4 out of 5 stars. I felt that the writing was so beautiful. It was such a beautiful world, a beautiful story, and so unique. I really enjoyed it. I honestly do recommend that. But yeah, so I read that. So again, here I am thinking, I'm out of my reading slump. I read that so fast. So then I picked up Gemina, which I did keep. It's right here. Gemina, which is the second book in the Illuminae Chronicles, and oh my god, I read that. So I started it like, I'm pretty sure right after I finished the Star-Touched Queen, and then the next morning, I don't know what was up with me, but I woke up at like 5 in the morning and I finished it. I read like most of the book all the way to the end that morning, all the way up until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So good. 5 out of 5 stars. I still love Illuminae just a touch more than Gemina, but they're both equally fast-paced and gripping and wonderful. I just love it. I love it. I keep telling my husband that he needs to read the series because I think he'd enjoy it. But anyway, and then I re-listened to the audiobook of The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. This is like my 4th or 5th time listening to that audiobook. I just like to listen to it when I'm feeling uninspired to like tidy or declutter things. I just really like the narrator too, so I like to listen to it in the car. And I'm a nanny, and the funniest thing is that the boy, the older brother, loves listening to this book, but the little sister hates it. She's like, I don't want to listen to The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. I want to listen to Lady Gaga. And so we'll like listen to 2 Lady Gaga songs, and then the boy will be like, okay, now it's time for The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. I think it's hysterical. But anyway, we finished it, and it's just as good as I remember it being. Obviously, I don't have a physical copy of it, and but I keep the audiobook on my phone at all times. And then the last book that I have recently read was right here, A Court of Wings and Ruin. I'm so happy. I am so happy. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that one of my favorite books of last year was A Court of Wings and Ruin. Did I say that wrong? No, that's the 3rd book, A Court of Mist and Fury, sorry. I'm so out of the habit of these videos. A Court of Mist and Fury was like I'm pretty sure my favorite book of 2016, and I would say that A Court of Wings and Ruin has been my most anticipated release of this year. And I got it in the mail, and I was a little worried that because I'm in my reading slump, I wouldn't pick it up right away. And it took me a couple days, but I picked it up, and I'm like, oh right, this is why I've been anticipating this release, because I read it in 2 days. Like I did the first half on Friday, and I did the second half on Saturday of, I think, last week. And oh, it's so good. And I'm sad that this series is over. I know there are gonna be more books in like that world. And because I love the world, and I do love Sarah J. Maas as an author, I'll probably read those as they come out as well. But and I'm happy that she's not going to continue with these characters, because the story wrapped up so perfectly. So anyway, so that's it for what I have been reading. I did want to touch on a little bit about my book unhaul. We're moving back across the country, back to California in 2 weeks. And because we're a military family, the military will actually come and box up all of our stuff. So lately I've been feeling really anxious because I know that the move date is coming really soon, but it doesn't look like we're moving, and I'm stressed out about that. So and we're still in the process of like getting rid of stuff and decluttering. Actually, I think we're just about done with it. But I realized that there are books that I did own that I wanted to get rid of, and there were also unread books that I was finally ready to get rid of. And I think that having books in my TBR pile that I didn't necessarily want to read anymore was actually contributing to my reading slump, because some of them were sent to me for review, and because I've been so out of the habit of reviewing them, they were sent to me like a long time ago, and I felt so terrible. So there was this guilt about like not reading them but not wanting to read them, and it's just really not great. So I wasn't reading at all very much because of those books. So I was finally ready to just say, you know what? I have to take a step, I have to let go. I have to let go of them. And because my TBR pile shrunk a little bit, I have been reading more. I've been wanting to read more. And I've also realized that I was keeping a lot of the books that I had read already just because I had a booktube channel and I wanted to be able to maybe refer to them, or because they looked good in my background or something kind of silly like that. And I didn't want to keep them for that reason anymore. And I think being away from this channel kind of helped me finally let go of those books, because other people would get more use out of them. Like maybe other people would actually like those books a lot more than I did. And you know, books are meant to be read, you know, they're not meant to just be like a background piece, in my opinion, for me, in my life. I don't want to offend anyone. But it just wasn't serving any real purpose in my life. So I am trying to keep only the books that I actually see myself rereading, or that even just like reading snippets of will make me really happy. So the books that you see now on my bookshelf are books that have passed the test. Although, to be perfectly honest with you guys, I feel like once the Throne of Glass series is over, I think I'm gonna get rid of it. But I'm waiting for it to be over and then having read that. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. So I just have all these thoughts about how booktube has kind of like been making me very materialistic and keeping things I wouldn't necessarily have kept because of having a booktube channel. So these are just kind of thoughts I've been having, but it felt really, really good to get rid of those books. And I didn't want to film another unhaul video because I felt a little bit guilty. I enjoyed filming the first video, the first unhaul video, but a lot of you guys, you know, I felt like I was making people feel bad because you would have loved to have your hands on those books. And books are expensive, you know. I spent a lot of money on books last year, a lot of money on books. I don't think I've really bought any, really, maybe a couple pre-orders this year, but I haven't made like any big book outlet purchases or anything like that. So, but books are expensive, and I know a lot of you would have liked to have them, which is why last year when I did the unhaul, I tried to sell them to you guys. I opened up an Amazon store. Oh, hi, Harley. Oh my God, look at her. My dog is scared of something. Can you see her? No, that'll scare her. I don't want to do that. Never mind. But I don't know, that was a lot of effort too, and I didn't make any money off of it. I didn't try to make money off of it, but that was me trying to just like please you guys. Oh, here's her sound. Anyway, so I don't know. I just didn't want any eyes on that unhaul. I can't emphasize enough like how good it felt to get rid of those books. So now here I am. I don't want to say I'm back, because I think my last video I said I was back and then I was absent until now. So I'm working on it. I'm working on getting that desire to read again. And I've been reading more, and I don't know, maybe I need to actually start watching booktube videos again. But I have been very active on my other channels, so I don't want to like plug them or anything, but if you are curious, I'll leave them linked down below. But obviously no pressure. So anyway, that's the purpose of this video. I want to let you guys know what I have read. I am in the middle of like 4 books, but I feel like that's a topic for another video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I feel like these subscribers on this channel are so loyal. They're so loyal. I can't believe I've been absent for so long, and all of you are still here. Like, that blows my mind. So thank you so much for being patient with me. Thank you for sticking around. You guys are seriously the best subscribers out of like all of my channels, although one of them's really new, so that doesn't count. But like, you guys are seriously the best, and I am gonna try harder to be more present on this channel. But I really want to make sure I'm not contributing to the bulk of videos. I feel like there are a lot of videos. So I'm really gonna try on this channel to be more intentional about what I post, and not just post for the sake of posting, but actually post something that you guys might actually wanna watch. So if you have any thoughts about anything that I've said, I would love to read them in the comments, and we can start a discussion about this, because it's kind of an issue. Like, I feel like materialism on YouTube in general is an important and interesting topic, so we could talk about the topic. So as a side note, I'm randomly and suddenly obsessed with Hamilton. I'm like a year and a half late to the game, but if any of you are obsessed with Hamilton, like, let's fangirl or fanboy down in the comments. So anyway, all right, that's it for this video, guys. You guys, thanks for watching, thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next one, whenever that may be.